What's going on, guys? Live from Radio Row, sitting with a soccer legend, Mr. Kasey Keller, former goalkeeper for the men's national team. Excited to have you here, man. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Nice being here.
So what's it been like kind of just bopping around? Is this your first Super Bowl you've ever attended?
No, it's my first Super Bowl Radio Row.
Okay.
I went to the 2014 Super Bowl.
Okay.
As a Seahawks fan, it was going really well until it wasn't. And just hand the ball to Marshawn.
Yeah. You had a lot of Seahawks fans right now that just had ginormous, terrible flashbacks. I'm sure.
Yes,
so
correct. Sorry.
You pressed a lot of buttons there, but you pressed some buttons for yourself too.
Correct.
So we're going to talk a little bit about some serious stuff, but then we're going to get into some fun. I know you just got out of remission of a lymphoma diagnosis.
Yeah.
I know you kind of announced that.
This is the first day I've gone public. So
I literally saw the like 5 hours ago. I saw the article drop, and I was like, "Wow, we're going to talk to him about it right now."
So I partnered with Bristol Myers Squibb to talk about the kind of the treatment that got me out the other side. So it was a pretty wild journey. So, when I moved home from Europe and started and finished my career with the Seattle Sounders, when I initially came home from Europe, I signed a 2-year contract.
Okay.
So I finished those 2 years, and then we had more or less agreed to a 1-year extension.
Mm-hmm.
But I was having a little problem with my hip at the end of the season.
Right.
And I didn't want to play a 20th year as a pro if I was going to spend that whole time on the treatment table.
Right.
So I said to the doc, I said, look, I just want to get an MRI.
Yeah.
Just make sure there's nothing serious with my hip before I sign the contract. Do the MRI, go to lunch with my wife. Doc calls me that afternoon. He's like, hey, just wanted to say the hip kind of looks like we expected. 41-year-old, 19 years as a pro, 700 matches.
Right.
But he said, I have a question. Have you had lunch yet? I said, Doc, I've had a lot of MRIs. Nobody's ever asked me, that question after. It said, well, we saw something on the MRI, and if you hadn't had lunch, we wanted you to go back to the hospital and get a biopsy. But since you've had lunch, you're scheduled for 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Oh, wow.
You're like, oh, that's
fast.
That's probably not good.
Yeah, that's not a great thing to get from your doc.
So waited the 3-4 days for pathology to come back and was confirmed that I had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Wow.
So I meet with the oncologist, and he says, look, you're asymptomatic. We found this not because of you were having any – we found it through something else.
Right, yeah.
So my suggestion is we just monitor it.
Okay.
We don't do anything. I said, okay. And he said, look, and you don't have to tell anybody. I said, I can't sign a new contract and not tell the club.
Sure.
So we told almost nobody. I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell my kids.
Oh, wow.
It was just like.
Did you tell your wife?
My wife, yes. Yeah. My wife knew.
Sure.
And just a handful of people.
Right.
And because it was kind of twofold. I didn't want to maybe play the last season and have that, hey, are you okay? Is everything fine? I just wanted to play without any of that drama. I didn't want my parents to worry about something that wasn't needed to, and my kids about something that we didn't know when to worry about it.
Yeah.
So finished the season, moved into the broadcast career, and like a lot of us, retired athletes, you gain a little weight a little bit later.
Yeah, you're not training every day.
You're not going through that routine anymore. So kind of in the late fall of 2017.
Yeah.
I said, okay, the suits are a little tighter than they should be.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna pick up the pace here a little bit.
Yeah.
Lost some weight.
Yeah.
That's good.
Right.
Lost a little more weight. And went, this seems a little too easy.
Yeah.
So Christmas comes around and I eat everything in sight. And still lose.
As you do at Christmas, right.
And still lose weight.
Oh, man.
So then it really came to a head in February of 18. I'm getting out of the shower, and my wife's like, you have to go to the doctor. The lymph nodes in my groin looked like they were going to come through my skin.
Oh, my God.
Right. So met with the doctor. Okay, it's time for treatment.
Yeah.
And with all the successes I had as an athlete, I fully expected at the end of that first treatment the doctor to tell me that these are the best results he's ever seen of any patient.
You knocked it out of the park. Great job. Yeah.
And it was the opposite.
Oh, man.
And so that started this crazy journey
Yeah.
of zero success, some success, really good success halfway through a treatment, to then go backwards at the end of the treatment.
Man.
So I ended up right as COVID kicked off, I had started this horrible chemo treatment. That was like a 96-hour continual chemo drip. And the world shuts down.
Yeah.
The sports league shut down.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to have to go public because I was going to miss a bunch of work.
Right.
So then as the MLS's back tournament kicks off in Orlando, I'm still going through this crazy treatment. Well, they pushed us all out of the hospitals. This was supposed to be inpatient.
Right.
So I had a fanny pack with a 24-hour chemo bag and a pump.
Oh, Jesus.
And I actually called a match for radio of the MLS's back tournament while connected to chemo.
My God.
So that was this treatment that was successful until it wasn't.
Sure.
So this treatment called Breyanzi from Bristol Myers Squibb, which is a cartel a CAR T cell therapy, which is pretty cutting edge.
Yeah.
So you go through apheresis where they spin your blood. They take out the T cells.
Okay.
The T cells go to a lab and get engineered, and then they get infused back into your body.
Wow.
And those T cells target the cancer.
The cancer. Okay.
And so I had 13 different treatments.
Wow.
Before Breyanzi with no success to limited success.
Right.
After a month, I was in remission. And after 3 months, I was declared NED, which is no evidence of disease.
Man.
And that was in the spring of 2021.
That's incredible. It's amazing because also today is World Cancer Day.
Correct.
So to have this announcement for you, obviously, got to be a huge weight off of your shoulders. Well, to be obviously in remission, but also, like you said, to have this that you've been dealing with for so long. You probably felt like very alone in that journey sometimes too. I know your wife, and you said a couple of other people.
I had to, and then kind of as, I had to tell work
as you
different
started
times
going through
as
it,
I was missing some things. And then over the last couple of years, I was a little bit more, I think, sharing with friends.
Sure.
And then when this opportunity arose, because I work for ESPN. If I want to just, hey, look at me, look at what I went through.
Right. Yeah.
I always
be a
felt
big deal, right?
Right. But I always said, but to partner with the drug that got me out the other side, to really spread a ton of awareness.
Yeah.
So just to tell someone, look, you could be going through this. You might think, what's the next option?
Right.
For me, this drug didn't exist when I started treatment.
Yeah, for sure.
And I had enough success to give me time.
Yeah.
So, be that advocate for yourself. Have that relationship with your doctor.
Right.
Don't worry about hurting his or her feelings.
Yeah.
If you're not happy, talk to as many people as possible. Do as much of your own research as possible.
Yeah.
So if you or someone is going through this, and look at BreyanziWithin.com. See if that's something. Talk to your doctor about.
Right.
See if it's right for you.
Nice.
Because for me, I went through almost everything else.
Yeah.
And
you could have maybe cut some years off of that treatment process.
Yes, that would have been nice.
Yeah, for sure.
I went through so much chemo, I'm surprised I don't glow in the dark.
Yeah.
So
you ever tested that theory?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So to kind of move past that, let's talk a little bit about some, I want to get your just take right now on the current state of U.S. soccer.
Sure.
So the World Cup's this summer. It's going to be very exciting. There's been a lot of different opinions across various different platforms of people kind of what is happening right now in the current realm of the U.S. national team. I mean, you were obviously a legend with that. You worked with a lot of incredible players across that generation, but it's the totally new change of the guard now.
Yep.
What do you think? What are your expectations going into the World Cup? And what are your expectations about the team kind of just going forward right now?
My expectation 8 months ago is different than it is right now.
Okay.
The team, I think, really struggled in those first camps and tournaments under Pochettino.
Yeah.
I think we've seen over the last couple camps some results that have given us hope that they've come out the other side and
Sure.
are now at the level of competition that we expect them to be at.
Yeah, 100%.
Is there an expectation that the U.S. is going to win the World Cup? No.
Maybe diehard fans, but
well,
not in
but even
reality.
then, look, crazy stories happen.
Of course.
And don't ever confuse what we hope is going to happen and what we think is going to happen.
100%, man.
And do I want? Yeah, I want the U.S. to have the best World Cup ever.
Right.
Both from a neutral spectator side of hosting the World Cup, and then obviously as the national team. I want them to be competitive. I think they should get out of their group, particularly with the expanded format where so many third place teams get out as well.
Sure.
And then I still think you have to look at who are we drawn against.
Right.
And you have to have that idea of is that a nation we should beat, or is this going to be a monumental result to go further?
Right. Well, man, it's been awesome sitting down and talking with you. I hope you enjoy the rest of Super Bowl week. I hope you enjoy that
Go
your
Hawks.
team comes out on the other side. Thanks so much, Kasey Keller.
Awesome.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.